The Vietnam War wasn't just fought on the ground, it was a battle for control of the skies. Aircraft played a key role, from thrilling dogfights to massive bombing missions that shaped the course of the war. But what made these planes so important, and what can we learn from them today? Before we begin, help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers by hitting the subscribe button. Your support means we can keep bringing you exciting history stories like this one. The Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975, was a long and challenging conflict. North Vietnam, backed by countries like the Soviet Union and China, fought against South Vietnam and its ally, the United States. It was a war about ideas, with communism on one side and democracy on the other. Planes made a huge difference in the Vietnam War. They could attack enemy bases, protect ground troops, and drop supplies to soldiers. Air power allowed battles to be fought far from the front lines, and the skies became a place of constant action and innovation. In this video, we'll look at some of the most important planes of the Vietnam War. The F-4 Phantom II, the B-52 Stratofortress, and the A-4 Skyhawk were key tools for the US military. Meanwhile, North Vietnam relied on the fast MiG-21 and the tough MiG-17 to fight back. The F-4 Phantom II, a twin-engine, two-seat supersonic jet developed by McDonnell Douglas, emerged as one of the most versatile and heavily used aircraft during the Vietnam War. Introduced in 1960, the Phantom was designed to perform a wide array of roles: air superiority fighter, ground attack, reconnaissance platform, and even a nuclear delivery vehicle. This flexibility made it a cornerstone of US air power in the war. The F-4 was powered by two General Electric J-79 turbojet engines, allowing it to reach speeds exceeding Mach 2.2. Its exceptional range, speed, and payload capacity were unmatched at the time. The aircraft's avionics suite included advanced radar systems, providing all-weather capabilities and enabling it to engage targets day or night. The inclusion of a two-person crew, a pilot and a radar intercept officer, enhanced its operational effectiveness, particularly in complex missions. One of the F-4's key innovations was its ability to operate across multiple military branches. It was used extensively by the US Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, as well as allied nations such as Australia, South Korea, and Israel. This inter-service adaptability underscored its importance during the Vietnam War and beyond. The F-4 Phantom II's arsenal was one of the most diverse of any aircraft during the Vietnam War. In its air-to-air role, it carried AIM-7 Sparrow radar-guided missiles and AIM-9 Sidewinder infrared-guided missiles, providing a balance between long-range and short-range combat capabilities. These weapons allowed the Phantom to engage enemy aircraft with precision, even in high-speed engagements. For ground attack missions, the F-4 could carry up to 18,000 pounds of ordnance, including Mk-82 and Mk-84 general-purpose bombs, napalm canisters, and cluster munitions. This payload capacity made it invaluable for close air support and strategic bombing missions. Additionally, it could deploy the AGM-12 Bullpup air-to-surface missile, enabling precision strikes against fortified positions and high-value targets. A notable drawback of early F-4 models was the absence of an internal cannon, a decision based on the assumption that air combat would increasingly rely on missiles. However, the realities of dogfighting against North Vietnamese MiGs revealed the limitations of this approach, leading to the addition of the M61 Vulcan 20mm cannon in later variants. The F-4 played a pivotal role in securing air superiority over Vietnam. American pilots flying the Phantom faced skilled North Vietnamese aviators in Soviet-supplied MiG-17s and MiG-21s. Despite being heavier than its adversaries, the F-4's speed, radar capabilities, and missile systems often gave it an edge. However, North Vietnamese pilots utilized their aircraft's superior maneuverability to exploit the F-4's larger turning radius, creating intense aerial battles that tested the skills of both sides. The Phantom also excelled in ground attack missions, targeting enemy supply lines, troop concentrations, and infrastructure. Its ability to deliver heavy ordnance with precision made it a critical asset for supporting ground forces. The F-4 was instrumental in operations like Rolling Thunder, where it bombed North Vietnamese industrial and transportation hubs, and Linebacker 2, a concentrated effort to pressure North Vietnam into peace negotiations. By the end of the Vietnam War, the F-4 Phantom II had become one of the most iconic symbols of US air power. It demonstrated the importance of flexibility in combat and set the standard for multi-role fighters in modern warfare. The B-52 Stratofortress, developed by Boeing in the early 1950s, was initially designed as a strategic nuclear bomber during the Cold War. However, its role evolved during the Vietnam War, where it became a cornerstone of conventional bombing campaigns. Known for its massive size and distinctive silhouette, the B-52 was powered by 8 jet engines and had a wingspan of 185 feet, making it one of the largest military aircraft ever built. The bomber's capabilities were staggering. It could carry over 70,000 pounds of bombs across intercontinental distances, often flying from bases as far away as Guam to deliver strikes in Southeast Asia. Its high-altitude performance kept it out of range of most enemy anti-aircraft artillery, though advancements in surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, by North Vietnam posed a significant threat as the war progressed. The B-52's primary strength lay in its ability to deliver overwhelming firepower. Its bomb bays could accommodate hundreds of conventional bombs, including high-explosive bombs, cluster munitions, and incendiary devices like napalm. Carpet bombing, a tactic involving the saturation of large areas with explosives, became a hallmark of its use in Vietnam. This approach aimed to destroy enemy bases, supply depots, and troop formations, often with devastating results. The B-52 also employed electronic countermeasure systems to protect itself from enemy air defenses. These systems jammed radar signals, helping to reduce the effectiveness of SAMs and enemy interceptors. However, as North Vietnamese defenses grew more sophisticated, the loss of several B-52s underscored the growing challenges of strategic bombing in contested airspace. The B-52 played a central role in key bombing campaigns, most notably Operation Rolling Thunder and Operation Arc Light. In Rolling Thunder, the bombers targeted North Vietnamese infrastructure, aiming to disrupt their war-making capabilities. In Arc Light, the focus shifted to supporting ground troops by bombing enemy positions in South Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. The most dramatic use of the B-52 came during Operation Linebacker 2, often referred to as the Christmas bombings. This 11-day campaign in December 1972 saw waves of B-52s unleash massive bombardments on Hanoi and Haiphong, with the goal of forcing North Vietnam back to the negotiating table. While effective in achieving its objective, the campaign also highlighted the bombers' vulnerabilities, with several aircraft lost to SAMs. The B-52's role in Vietnam was both tactical and psychological. Its ability to deliver massive amounts of ordnance made it a formidable weapon on the battlefield. However, its use also sparked significant controversy, particularly regarding civilian casualties and the destruction of infrastructure in neutral countries like Cambodia. Despite these controversies, the B-52 demonstrated the enduring value of strategic bombers in modern warfare. Its legacy continues as the aircraft remains in service with the US Air Force to this day. The A-4 Skyhawk, a compact and lightweight attack aircraft, was designed by Douglas Aircraft in the early 1950s. Its small size and agility made it an ideal choice for carrier operations, allowing it to operate efficiently from the confined decks of Navy ships. Known for its simplicity and durability, the Skyhawk was affectionately nicknamed Heinemann's Hot Rod, after its designer Ed Heinemann. The Skyhawk's design prioritized cost-effectiveness and ease of maintenance, making it a practical choice for the US Navy and Marine Corps. Despite its compact frame, the A-4 could carry an impressive payload of up to 9,000 pounds of bombs, rockets, and other munitions. Its robust construction allowed it to withstand enemy fire during low-altitude missions, and its reliability made it a favorite among pilots. The A-4 was equipped with a wide variety of weapons tailored for close air support. Its armament included Mk-82 and Mk-83 bombs, napalm canisters, and Zuni rocket pods. For strafing runs, it was armed with two 20mm cannons, which proved highly effective against enemy troops, vehicles, and light fortifications. This combination of weapons made the Skyhawk a versatile platform for ground attack missions. The A-4 played a critical role in supporting US and South Vietnamese ground forces. Its agility and precision allowed it to strike enemy positions, supply lines, and anti-aircraft installations with accuracy. Skyhawks were frequently used in close air support missions, flying at low altitudes to provide immediate assistance to troops under fire. One of the Skyhawk's most notable contributions was its participation in the early stages of the Vietnam War, including missions flown during Operation Rolling Thunder. Its effectiveness and reliability earned it a lasting place in the history of military aviation. The Vietnam War showcased the importance of air power in modern warfare. It highlighted the need for versatile, adaptable aircraft capable of performing a variety of roles, from air superiority to close air support. These lessons continue to influence military aviation today, reminding us of the vital role air combat plays in shaping the outcomes of conflicts.